presentation from the students of Institute of Business Management, Patna. And I would first like to invite Rajalaxami, first semester PGDM, to present her paper. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries present at the dais, all the members of the audience, respected faculty members, and my dear colleagues. I have certainly would first of all like to thank you all for gracing this event with your significant presence. These days, FDI in retail sector is top of the town. A lot is being said, discussed, and published about this topic. So we, the management of IIBM Patna, first and second year, have come together to express our views and opinions on FDI in retail sector in India. The flow of presentation, as you can see, is the current scenario of Indian economy, present retail scenario in India, what is retailing, foreign direct investment, impact of FDI in retail on SME sector, impact of FDI on agriculture, impact on logistics and infrastructure, global scenario, and conclusion. At the outset, I would like to focus on the current scenario of the Indian economy and also present you all with some important facts and figures. To start with, what is economy? Economy is interrelated production and consumption activities which help in the correct and effective use of resources. Now let's see where our country stands in the world. Did you all know that India is the 11th largest economy in the world by the nominal GDP, and as per purchasing power, it is the third largest in the world. From the G20 major economies, which constitute like United States of America, United Kingdom, Russia, Canada, China, etc. India is also the BRICS, which comprises Brazil, India, China, and South Africa. Looking at the growth rate of India, it was 5.5% as per the first quarter of the current financial year. As per the latest statistics, it is 6.1%. If we look at the GDP by the sector, if we look at the contributions of the various sectors to the GDP, it is 17.6% by agriculture, 26.4% by industry, and 56.4% by services. The next topics of inflation rates, foreign reserves, etc. would be covered by Arunima. Thank you. For the elaborate information on the Indian economy. Now, I would also like to throw some light over the other factors that contribute to our Indian economy. The first factor, which is very important to the contribution of our GDP, is inflation rate, which is at present 7.973%. By inflation rate, we know that it is a percentage change in the price level over a period of time. So we can also see if inflation rate is not standardized, then our GDP will be also not controlled, which is again a great concern. The second factor is the foreign reserves. Foreign reserve at present is $288.92 billion. By foreign reserve, we mean that the foreign currency that is being kept by the Indian government, and the Indian government is being investing the foreign reserves in the other sectors like infrastructure, retail sector for the development of our economy. Now, I would also like to inform you that the national debt stands to 51.6% of the GDP, which is a great concern for our Indian people.
market is 500 billion US dollar, in which unorganized market covers only 465 billion US dollar, and the organized market covers 35 billion US dollar. From which we can see that the organized sector is very less, that is 7%, and the unorganized sector is quite high, that is 93%. Now, we will see what is retailing. The word retail originates from a French word, literally means to break bulk. Retailing is the set of activities that market products or services to final consumers for their own personal or household use. Union government sanctioned of 51% FDI in multi-brand retailing to Walmart, Carrefour, Tesco, and up to 100% in single brand retail like Gucci, Nokia, and Reebok. Multi-brand foreign retailers allowed to set up their operations only in cities with a million or more population. As per 2011 census, there are 53 such cities. Now, the key challenges in the retail sector will be discussed by Nikita.
A warm welcome to all. I will take ahead this discussion towards key challenges. As we can see in the slides, there are 5 main key challenges pointed there. In retail sector, the prime key challenge is location, location, and location. As we know that location means right place, right choice. Location plays a vital role in retail sector. Location is the most important element for a business which relies on customers and is typically prime consideration on customers' store location. When a decision regarding location has been taken, it's very difficult to change. Either the retailer has made sustainable investment to buy or develop real estate, or either he committed long-term lease with the developers. Location decision focuses on some parameters like identifying the alternative trading areas and determining the desirable store location. Moving ahead towards merchandise. Merchandise is that activity which consists of acquiring goods and services at a place, time, and quantity so that retailers reach its goal. Now, third one is pricing. Pricing is that important factor nowadays because today's customers are looking for good or high value merchandise or services. Price is that variable which can be changed easily and quickly. Now the fourth point is target audience. As we know that India is a country having population of middle class and upper middle class of 300 million out of 1.20 million. A large part of this population, that is 60% of individuals, are below the age of 35, which attracts the retailer most to invest in India. The last but not the least is scale of operation. This consists of all those activities which are required for a business to run. But in India, the retailers are facing some big hurdles due to the failure in supply chain management because of lack of infrastructure in case of transportation. The further discussion on FDI will be taken by Jyoti.
And thank you, Nikita, for your description on key challenges. Now, this is Jyoti and I'm going to start with FDI. What does it mean? Foreign direct investment. FDI is any investment made by a foreign country in other country, and it may be in the form of companies, organizations, buildings, and factories. It provides foreign capital, funds, expertise,
The first one is automatic and second one is government route. In automatic route, the investment can be made by the foreign company and there is no any approval or license required either by the government or RBI. It is required a notification to RBI within 30 days for investment. Now, second one is government route. Under this route, the approval or license is required from the Government of India and this approval or license is given by the Foreign Investment Commission. Now we will move on to modes of FDI. The modes of FDI can be take place in these areas. The first mode of FDI is merger. Merger takes place the forms and when the assets and operations from different countries are combined and to establish separate legal entities. The next mode of FDI is acquisition. Acquisition takes place when the control of assets and operations of the firms is transferred to local companies into foreign companies and the local companies become affiliated of the foreign countries. Now the next mode of FDI is horizontal FDI. Horizontal FDI is an investment made by the country in same kind of business activities which operate in our country. And now the vertical FDI. Vertical FDI means the investment made in a foreign country in different level of stage such as production activity, manufacturing activity. Now the vertical FDI can be kept in form. First one backward vertical FDI, second one forward vertical FDI. Backward vertical FDI means an investment made by the foreign country in the supplying the for production process in domestic companies, and we can say that the backward vertical FDI is based on supplier side. And next is forward vertical FDI. In forward vertical FDI,